Hey guys, Nutty Buckeye here with another review. I am doing the Commando Retro Snake Eyes from Walmart. And as you can see, I received the same kind of wonderful handling that Walmart is well known for. So I'm glad I am going to be taking this one out of the package because the card is pretty much jacked up. Let's get into this review and get started on this, what I think is actually a fantastic looking Hasbro model for a change. But let's get into this. And so to start, as you can see, we've got the standard retro style G.I. Joe card, Hasbro Brothers logo. The warning at the top here: choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old, recommended to be 4+. So, like always, just don't put your toys in your mouth. On the back of the card, we've got more legalese, GIJoe.com, more blah blah blah, foreign language here. You got some pictures of other guys in the new retro line. You've got Storm Shadow, Zartan, Crimson Guard, and of course Commando himself, Snake Eyes. At the top we've got his bio card or identity card for G.I. Joe. And we've got it in multiple languages. Don't know if I'm going to cut this one out since it's only got like 2 lines of English. I mean, he's got 4 other languages here. It looks like 5 different languages altogether. But it's not like the full-on file card like they've had in the past with other Joes. G.I. Joe at the upper corner here. And again, you can see the wonderful handling that I received from Walmart for their Walmart exclusive or Walmart standalone model. But I'm going to bust this bad boy open. We'll get into the review and see how he moves, how he works, all of his accessories, and we will go from there. All right, guys, just a second. All right, got him out of his plastic prison, and you see we've got another CYA from Hasbro in multiple languages of basically warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3. Again, don't put your toys in your mouth. They're not to be eaten. And we've got your Commando Snake Eyes action figure. We've got his handgun, 2 smoke grenades, a tactical knife, an Uzi, a silencer for, looks like the handgun, and a bag of detonators or explosives, and a new G.I. Joe Real American Hero base with the G.I. Joe logo and star on it. Now, the figure itself is all black the way Commando was. It looks like it's can't really tell if it's a dark green, bluish gray. It's just a interesting color they've got for the clips, the smoke grenade on, or the actual grenade on his webbing. They've got another knife on his webbing that does not come out in that same kind of dark green color. And then clips up on the shoulder are also that dark green color. The sculpting on this appears to be, it looks like it's just a reuse of Stalker, the same kind of body and design. He's got a thigh drawn pistol or holster here for his pistol, and looks like the silencer, and also a holster here for his knife on his hip. And I guess he will just carry the Uzi, and the smoke bombs can probably clip on to either the back of his belt or onto the strap of the explosives. Now again, along the lines with the sculpting, they do have some pretty nice sculpting here. Like, you've got the straps where it closes over. You've got the, looks like they sculpted on the clips and the I don't know what that would be called. My brain's just collapsing. But about how the strap goes through and locks on for I guess the buckle. So they did a good job getting that sculpt on there. And I don't know if these are real guns. I'm not a crazy gun enthusiast. I know shotguns and I know a couple handguns and I know knives, but I don't really know military software, if this is real, or hardware. Sorry, hardware. And this looks like it's typical sidearm. But let me go through the articulation of this bad boy. His arm goes completely around, 360, which is nice. He's got a double jointed elbow, takes it all the way to the top. He can pick his own nose if he needs to. Of course, I don't know how he's going to do that to get through those grills of the mask. And his wrist on his hand goes all the way around, 360. And he's got the hinge side to side. It looks like he's got the dark green knuckles and on the thumb as well. So that dark greenish color on both hands for the knuckles. And he's got a bicep swivel. And it was, again, a double jointed elbow. And as for the head, it can go all the way around, loosey-goosey. It can wiggle side to side. He goes that far back, and he can go that far down. So that's pretty good when you're just standing there looking around. His torso can go side to side, all the way around, 360. That would ruin your day, give you a bad back. He can torso crunch that much forward. And for backwards, he can go that far back. The webbing kind of bunches up a bit, but you can always push that back down if you're doing some poses. As for his legs, he's got the entire incredible splits like Spider-Man or Jean-Claude Van Damme, whatever you want to call it. But this guy can do some nut-cracking splits there. And that looks like it's on a drop-down hinge there, which is always kind of nice. He's got your upper thigh swivel. He's got a boot swivel. If that happened in reality, that would mean you've got a bad day going on. And then on his knees, they are double jointed knees, and he could stick his combat boot to his snake eyes booty all day. Actually, it's so high up, it's going to kick his back. And that's with both legs. They're all the same. He's got a rocker at his ankle. Goes side to side. Can go up that much and down that much. All in all, I think this is a pretty slick figure. I mean, that's honestly saying a lot for Hasbro, because I feel Hasbro's been dropping the ball a lot lately. But I love Snake Eyes. I am a little biased. I've got every Snake Eyes they've ever released. He was one of my favorite characters growing up as a kid, back before they even had swivel arm battle grip. This one does take me back. The retro look does feel and look like the original Snake Eyes Commando. And I know a lot of people hated on the movie because the storyline in the comics and the cartoon was that he was a Caucasian. He ended up getting caught in an explosion saving Scarlet. And ever since then, he was quiet and he wore a mask in disguise all the time from then on. But the movie itself, I thought, was a good story. Come at me if you think I'm nuts, but hey, don't hate me. But I think this is actually a pretty decent action figure here. Let me get all of his equipment into his pouches, and we'll take one final look at him before we say goodbye. So again, I guess I'd have to say that this is one of the better Hasbro action figures I've gotten in quite a while. And I don't really get too many Hasbros. I've got all the the Snake Eyes. I've got Beachhead, and I've got the guy on the Ram cycle. That's the only few I've got from Hasbro. Otherwise, my collection is just all Action Force. I am happy that they did a good job with this one. I think it's got good posability. It's got the good joints movements. I love the actual look of the Commando style from back when I was a kid. It does bring me the feels on the retro style. It feels like a decently designed action figure where you've got your value, and it doesn't feel like you've been ripped off by any means. And it's a cool Snake Eyes. You can do a lot of cool poses with him. He just looks like a decent action figure rather than a lot of the stuff we've been getting from Hasbro lately. And I know there's a lot of Joe fans out there that are really strictly Joe and they hate on Action Force. The two lines can go together. I've been getting a lot of cruddy ones when I do get Hasbro from their other lines, and it's just a shame because they are just a huge company. But as for this Snake Eyes, I think it's a great job. They did a really good job. The worst part about it was the delivery from Walmart. I mean, when they make it a Walmart exclusive and they make some kind of a deal like that, and then Walmart fumbles on the delivery where the package gets damaged. I mean, if you're an in-package collector, that's kind of a bummer. But again, it's a really cool figure, really good flexibility poses. His articulation's nice. He's got all of his gear on him. It can handle everything. And when you have a figure that can handle everything that comes with him, I always think that's kind of a cool touch because you don't have to have anything. Oh, he just dropped a bomb. Everybody run for cover. But everything can go on the figure all at once. He's not leaving anything behind, and I always like that. But he's dropping both of the bombs. The clips on the bombs are a little loose. They could be a little tighter to actually clip on to his explosives sack or his, I guess they're explosives. At least that's what they look like to me. But when you can get everything on the character and you can pose the way you want him to, to me, that's a good sign. He doesn't even need the base to stand. It's just, it does help him, that G.I. Joe base. And it's just a nice little touch they included it. I think part of it is they're doing it to try to compete with Action Force, because Action Force from the get has included really nice stands for all their figures. But again, in my opinion, this is a really nice looking Joe. They did a great job with the retro style, retro feel. The packaging was nice. The only thing it missed, other than the original, was the white border on it. It's a really nice looking Snake Eyes. So hope you guys enjoyed the review. If not, well, even if you didn't, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear back your thoughts on the retro Snake Eyes. If you've gotten any of the retro line, such as, like, I know they've released so far Gung Ho, Baroness, Lady J. They've got Zartan coming out, Storm Shadow coming out, the Crimson Guard. And again, I just got this just probably 2 days ago, and I've been wanting to do a review on it, but life comes in the way sometimes. But yeah, let me see your thoughts, your comments. I'd love to hear back. If you're not a member yet, please subscribe. I'm going to try and start doing more of these videos regularly and go from there. But thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me to check out this review. And remember, don't go to the darkness. Turn away from it, head to the light, and you guys are going to have a great day. God bless. Nutty Buckeye out.